Hello my spooky people, happy Halloween! In today's video, I don't really have anywhere that I'm going to for Halloween this year, so I'm going to just kind of keep it simple with just a craft for this season. I'm going to make something that I've been wanting to make for a while now. It's called a portal mirror, or at least that's what I've been calling it. When we moved into this house, there was just a bunch of stuff that was left around. One of those being a little makeup mirror, and the other day the mirror just kind of detached from the stand. Thankfully it didn't shatter. The actual mirror stayed intact, so I ended up with this like oddly sized round mirror. And I think I was just scrolling Instagram at one point and I came across portal mirrors or something like that, where there's like ripples in the mirror, and I wanted to make that, so I'm gonna make that. I also had an idea to have like a skeleton hand reaching through the mirror just to add some spooky flair, because I'm me, and what craft would I be doing if it was not spooky? So yeah, I'm gonna be making a little skeleton hand coming through a portal mirror, and I have no use for it. I'm probably just going to add it onto my wall of chaos behind me. I'm just gonna have a good time making a mirror, so let's go do that. So my plan to start this project is to make a frame for my mirror using some cardboard and air dry clay. I bought this mold of filigree that I think is going to work perfect for this. I also bought a skeleton hand, which I'll need to even out the bones at the bottom, but I really don't think it needs much more work beyond that. My first step is to press some clay into my mold and let that dry. While the clay is drying, I will hot glue some layers of cardboard together to make the base of my frame. Next, I need to even out the bones of the hand. I'm just doing that with my rotary tool. With my mirror glued to the cardboard base, I'll build up the clay around the mirror for the frame. And it's here when I realized the air dry clay is not going to work for this project. I had a panic about it, and then I remembered hot glue does not stick to silicone, and I have a lot of hot glue sticks just laying around. So I'm going to undo most of what I just did, take the clay out of the mold and clean it, remove the clay and the mirror from the cardboard because that was also way too thick for my liking, and I'm just gonna start over halfway through this day. I'm going to restart by cutting a hole out of one layer of cardboard and then gluing that layer onto an uncut layer. And now that it's only 2 layers of cardboard thick, I'm much happier with it, and I'm much happier to move on to the next step. To make the hot glue work with this mold and make sure I get as much detail out of it as I can, I'm using my high heat setting on my hot glue gun and I'm pressing the glue into the mold. It's a bit messy, but I can clean it up later. In the middle of making all of my filigree pieces, I'm also painting around my mirror with some black paint because I know I want it all black. This is just going to save me a bit of extra headache trying to get the base black between all of the bits later on. With all of the filigree pieces made, I need to trim them and clean up the edges to make them all pretty, but once that's done, I'll just start gluing them onto the mirror, trying to place them in a way that flows nicely. And finally, to finish this day, I just need to paint it all black. Day 2 starts with me realizing I hated all of the empty spaces between the filigree pieces. After some thinking, I remembered that I have all of these extra plastic diamonds for my diamond painting kits that I do sometimes, so I gathered all of the black that I could find and spent many hours gluing them to the cardboard between the filigree pieces. This is how I spent the entirety of day 2. On day 3, I began by trimming the extra cardboard off of the frame and sealing the sides with some more hot glue. Then I painted the rest to match, including the backside. Now that the outer edge is established, I can finish filling in the background of the frame with more black plastic crystals. And finally, it's time to attach the skeleton hand to the mirror with more hot glue. Yeah, I know I probably should have just drilled some holes, but honestly, I was too terrified of breaking the mirror that I just didn't want to risk that. So hot glue. Maybe if it falls off, I'll do it properly to fix it. With the hand on the mirror, I can make a few ribbons of silicone, and then with some isopropyl alcohol on my fingers, I'm gonna poke and smooth the silicone until it looks like ripples in water. More plastic crystals next. I'm going to now fill in the transition from the filigree frame to the mirror and kind of blend it more into the ripples. My thought was that the ripples of the portal were pulling parts of the frame into the portal. I don't know if that makes any kind of sense, but that's what was in my head as I just kept adding more crystals to this. Lastly, I'll dry brush on some silver powder lightly onto the peaks of the filigree, and then off camera I sprayed it all with a satin top coat, and with that, my mirror is done! I love it. It's made out of cardboard and hot glue, and I love it. This is definitely one of the most indulgent things that I've ever made, and I feel far too justified having used some things that I've been hoarding in my crafting stash for way too long. I love it. It's so cute. It's so spooky. It's so shiny. It's so shiny. I am beyond happy with how this came out, and it was so much fun to make. I kind of want to make another one just because, but I don't have any more mirrors. I kind of don't think it's going to be able to hold very much. I might get away with it holding my keys for a minute, but I don't think it's gonna be able to hold very much more than that. Maybe it'll just be a ring stand somewhere. I could not be happier with how this turned out. It is so sparkly and so spooky, and it's going to look perfect on my wall. I cannot wait to put that on and show you guys. I am very glad that I pivoted where I did. I was originally going to do all of the filigree and the molding in like air dry clay. And that was going to take forever to do. And I ended up needing like 3 or 4 sets of a few different molds, like a few different shapes. So yeah, that was definitely not going to work. And even when it did dry, it was so brittle. I don't think I would have been able to make that work just ever. Even if I had the patience to let it dry, I don't think air dry clay was the answer there. So I'm really glad I pivoted and remembered that hot glue was an option, and hot glue would not in fact stick to silicone. So that worked out really well, and it looks really good. And the little sparkly rhinestones, I cannot believe I finally found a project to use some of those in, and now I kind of want to find projects to just bedazzle everything. It's my magpie brain. It likes the shine. I need sparkly things in my life. I didn't know that I needed sparkly things in my life until I actually grew up, but I need sparkly things. Come on. I'm gonna go ahead and end this here. If you made it to the end of the video, comment with the skull emoji. Like this video if you liked it, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!